Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if and when the situation warrants. The secondary purpose of this net is to provide an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate. All you need is a valid FCC license. This is a community net. This is an independent net, and this is a non-club net. So this net's open to all. This net meets every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. For those of you who may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or the PL on the radio is not working properly, you can check into the Friday Night Fun Net by using the repeater output frequency, the straight 610 simplex. If I hear you, I will acknowledge you and check you into the net. Also, this is streamed around the world via the internet. Those of you who are listening on the internet, you can check in with Mike, K9MED in Rochelle. He will take your internet check-in, and he will relay your internet check-in to me via the radio. And also, if you're out in the sticks and you can hear the repeater, but you can't get into it due to conditions, you're too far away from it, or you don't have internet access, give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline. 3636. The local Freeport number. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short timer. Rather concentrated or driving, you got some that you can't stay for the net. We'll take your short timer mobile check-ins. If you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After we get done with short time mobile check-ins, we'll do general check-ins. First, we'll do general check-ins from northern Illinois. Next, we'll do general check-ins from southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you check in the net, state whether or not you have traffic. Your traffic consists of breakfasts, bike rides, marathons, or Amfest. Then we'll do our regular features. We will do the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. This is our Tech Net segment. If you have any questions, what kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of power? Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of a radio should I get? If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them, and we'll do our best to answer for you. Again, this is the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Let me reset. Then of course we'll do the Friday Night Fun Net DX Corner. We'll look for your DX reports on that. Did you make any contacts with any stations stateside or overseas? We'll be doing that. Then we'll do the round table tonight. What are you doing for Thanksgiving Thursday? You going to be going to somewhere? You're going to drive or fly somewhere for your Thanksgiving, or are you going to stay home, going to go out and eat to a restaurant and eat? What are you going to do? We'll talk about that. Also, this is something I do every year, alternatives to turkey. I'll read recipes. This is from the Fish, Fowl, and Wild Game cookbook. I'll read recipes for how you prepare venison, duck, goose, rabbit, or what have you. Contrary to popular belief, not everybody eats turkey on Thanksgiving. Okay, then we'll have our swap net. You have items to buy, sell, trade, or want anything related to the hobbies of amateur radio or computers, we'll do that. I had a 2-hour, 10-minute net last week. It was all about the Veterans Day. I think I had about 21 or 22 on there check-ins. We'll see how far We'll see how long we go tonight. We'll see how many check-ins we get. Okay, I've had no early check-in, so with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short-time mobile stations who would like to check into the Friday night fun net? Please go on.
Evening, Jimmy, and K9WSQ. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Saturday Night Radio Net.
Okay, I got a beautiful double there. George, N9WSQ in Dakota, our Steve KD9RFD Repeater Association Club President. Got you checked in, George. Happy Thanksgiving to you, George. Now, there was thanks for checking in. There was another station trying to check in. Other station come back.
K9KZT. Have a great net, Jimmy, and we'll be short time tonight. Bye-bye.
K9KZT, Larry and Rockford, the king of CW. He does code practice every Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursday nights. We found the respective nets here on this repeater. Have a good evening, Larry. We'll definitely get you tomorrow night in the Saturday evening Rag net. Any more short-time mobile stations want to check in? Please call now.
Alpha 9, Victor Uniform. Michael in Janesville. I have no traffic.
89VU, Mike in Janesville. Got you checked in, Mike 73. You have a good evening. And you have a happy Thanksgiving. You, same goes for you and your family. If I don't talk to you again. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile stations want to check in? Please call now.
K9NW, Tom and Roscoe. Short time, no traffic.
November 9, Golf Bravo Papa, Greg in Rockford, and I'll try to get back on later when I finish a few things around here.
Okay, Tuesday, H9NW, Tom and Roscoe. Got you checked in, Tom. We'll get back. Oh, yeah, you're short time. Thanks for checking in. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night on Saturday in Ragtune. Thanks for checking in. N9GBP, Greg and Rockford. I've got you checked in short time. Please, definitely, please feel free to recheck in the net when you get done with whatever you got to get done. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile stations for the Friday Night Fun Net, please, going on.
KC9QPL, Paul on Low Spark, short time, no traffic.
K9QPL, Paul in Low Spark. We got you checked in, Paul 73. Have a good evening. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on a Saturday evening right net on this repeater. Thanks for checking in. Any more short time mobile stations want to check in? Please call now. Are there any more short-time mobile stations who'd like to check in? Please call now. Okay, we've had 6 short-time stations check-ins tonight, so okay, we'll move on to general check-ins. At this time, I will take general check-ins from Northern Illinois who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
KD9HKX, Larry and Roscoe. No traffic.
I'm trying to leave space in there so I don't step on anybody. K9HKX, Larry and Roscoe. Got you checked in, Larry. I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net, please go on.
K9MED, Mike and Rochelle with an internet check-in all.
KD9MED, you got your checked in, Mike. We'll get back to you a few minutes at the round table, and go ahead with your internet check-in, please.
Check in, Patrick, finding $9 silver.
Okay, KF9SD, Pan Warren, Illinois. I've got you checked in. Thanks for checking in. Okay, Mike. Thanks for that relay. And I'll get back to you a few minutes around here. Well, thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday night fun net? Please go now.
KD9MED, Cary and Rockford.
KD9MED, Cary and Rockford, the Duke of Digital DX. I've got you checked in, Cary. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for your DX report, and then later on for the roundtable. And thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in Northern Illinois for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
KD9SSV, Mike and Roscoe.
KD9SSV, Mike and Roscoe got you checked in. Mike, I'll get back to you in a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday night fun net? Please call. Okay, we got a good turnout from Northern Illinois. Let's see if we can get just as good a turnout from Southern Wisconsin. 8 stations in Southern Wisconsin who would like to check into the Friday night fun net this time. Please call.
K9GCR. This is KD9, Quebec, Victor Echo, Greg in Beloit, Wisconsin.
KD9QVE, Greg in Beloit, Wisconsin. Got you checked in. Greg, I'll get back to you in a few minutes to the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in Southern Wisconsin who would like to check into the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
K9GCR. This is KD9, Romeo Papa Papa, Gina, Beloit, Wisconsin. In and out, no traffic. Good evening.
KD9RFD, Jennifer and Beloit, or Janesville, I've got you checked in. Jennifer 73, thank you for checking in the Friday night fun net. You have a happy Thanksgiving. The same goes for your family, and thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin for the Friday night fun net? Please call.
KC9GCR.
Oh, Charlie 9, Alpha Golf Romeo, Jennifer and Janesville.
KC9GCR.
Ed.
This is K9ZIP, Joe and Janesville, no traffic.
Okay, I've got 2 stations checked in from Southern Wisconsin. K9HGR, Jennifer, I've got you checked in. We'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. And K9ZIP, Joe and Janesville, I've got you checked in, Joe. I'll get back to you in a few minutes for the roundtable also, and thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin for the Friday night fun net? Please call now.
KC9RGG, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin, joining the pile-up.
Ain't that the truth? K9RGG, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin. I've got you checked in, Norm. I'll get back to you in a few minutes roundtable. Thank you for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin who would like to check into the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Well, we've had a good turnout from Southern Wisconsin. Of course, it's Friday night fish fry night in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, or tavern, eating their catfish, buffalo, carp, bullhead, northern pike, walleye, muskie, or crappie. Those of you in the Milwaukee area are eating your Polish sausages, hot dogs, brats, kielbasa, or Braunschweiger. Of course, you cheese lovers read some of that famous Wisconsin cheese. Deer season opens tomorrow for 9 days in Wisconsin. Of course, here in Illinois, it also opens for the 3-day season. We have a split season here in Illinois. The 3 days starting this weekend, and the second season will start in next month. So, okay, good luck, good hunting. That's what we're going to be talking about later tonight on the Friday Night Fun Net, venison. Okay, at this time, I will take check-ins from anywhere in Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Okay. I got some traffic on the medical front. Richard, N9ZO, and his wife are fully recovered from their cold. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put him down. N9ZO. I know he's listening. Also, N9ZBI, Jerry in Rockford, is still undergoing chemotherapy treatments for his stage 4 lung cancer. Please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Also, Win Turber, W9MSL, our former vice president of the K9RFD Repeater Association. He and his wife are down in Texas for the winter. He had a stroke. He went to the hospital, but he's back home and he is slowly but surely making a good recovery. So please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. So okay, that's the traffic portion. Does anybody else have any traffic you'd like to pass along for the net? Oh, I also want to mention Saturday, December 3rd. That'll be the 2 weeks from tomorrow. There will be a DE testing session here in Freeport put on by the State Line Apps Radio Club. That will take place Saturday, December 3rd at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. Go to their website and see who you can contact for that information. Tony, N9RFD, is no longer involved in that testing, so I don't know who else will be doing it. Okay, that concludes my traffic. Now let's go on with the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. This is our TechNet segment. What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Mobile, base, all mode, or what have you there? If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We had one from Ricky, WX9RLT, last Friday. Let's see if we can get any more tonight. Anybody have any technical questions that you'd like to bring before the net at this time? Okay. Let's go, no TechNet questions. We'll go ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net, the DX Corner. So, is anybody, this is where if anybody has any DX reports that they'd like to pass along, okay. Now, what did I do with my pen? Okay, okay. Okay, does anybody have any DX reports they'd like to pass along? Please go now.
KD9MED.
K9MED. Okay, Kerry, what do you got for us?
This is KD9MED. Thank you, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. It was a great week for DX. We had 4 or 5 days there where the K index was very low geomagnetic storm activity. So DX was abundant. I worked 25 countries this week, no new countries, but I did get a really interesting contact. This is the northernmost contact I've ever made. He's at 83 degrees north latitude, which is in the water. Brief reset. The station is RI41POL. I worked him on 20 meters. This is a ship. It's a research ship. Technically, it's called an ice-resistant platform. The name of the ship is the North Pole. It looks like a big wooden shoe, and it's a Russian research vessel. I just think that is so cool. Way up north of the East Siberian Sea. That's about all I got for you this week, Jimmy. KD9MED.
Okay, sounds good there, Terry. Did you get any stations that got away from you last week?
No, I didn't. I didn't even keep track of my gotaways this week because I was making so many contacts. I didn't even, there were so many strong signals and they were so steady. I was just picking cherries basically. Like this research ship here, it was a huge, strong signal, and he gave me a big signal report too. But up there, that's less than 4,000 miles from Rockford because you're going right over the North Pole. KD9MED.
Okay, sounds good. And right now, it's probably dark for 24 hours a day. It's pitch dark. It'll be that way till the spring there. So okay, well, thanks very much for your DX report there, Kerry. We appreciate it, and we'll get back to you a few minutes for the round table. Thanks for checking in. Are there any other stations with DX reports you'd like to pass along? Okay, I'll probably turn my HF rig on tomorrow. I'll see if I can make any contacts with 20 and 40. We'll see what happens. Oh yes. Who was? Oh yeah, John, K9OVJ. I talked to him on the 39 repeater today. He gave me a call. Sometimes he calls me every few days, see how I'm doing. He made a contact with a station. I believe it was in Western France. This was on 10 meters. This morning it was. So that was I guess 10 meters is really hopping. So okay, that's great. Okay, no more DX reports. So let's go ahead with the swap net. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be related to the hobby's Rapture radio. All items to be bought, sold, or traded must be the property of or in possession of the person who wants to get rid of the stuff. We mentioned prices over the air, but any haggling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Is any station to have a DX report? No, we're done with it. Any station to have a swap net traffic? Please call now. Okay, before we go to the roundtable, do we have any more stations who'd like to check into the Friday night fun net? Please call now. Okay, what are you doing for Thanksgiving next week? So we got all of we're going to ask around, see what everybody's plans are. It's okay. K9HKX, Lauren and Roscoe. What are your plans for Thanksgiving?
KC9GCR, KD9HKX. Good evening, Jim, and everyone else on that tonight. You got a nice group checked in tonight. Well, normally it's just the wife and I for Thanksgiving. We usually do the traditional turkey and fixes and whatnot, but the daughter called earlier this week, Monday or Tuesday, something like that maybe. And she said her and my son-in-law are going to make the trip from Kansas City over here to Roscoe and join us for Thanksgiving this year. Brief reset. So this will be the first time in a good number of years that we've had company for Thanksgiving. With the wife being pretty well to the point where it's difficult for travel for her at all, but it'll be nice to have the kids come over here for a change. And, we'll still probably do the regular turkey and all the normal trimmings, but it'll be nice to have the daughter here. And well, I'll turn back to you, Jim. KC9GCR, KD9HKX.
Well, that is terrific, Larry. It really is. That you're your family's coming all the way from Kansas City. That is great. That you're coming to, are going to be doing that. So, okay. So, hey, thanks for checking into the Friday Night Fun Net. If we don't hear you during the Saturday Evening Rag Tune Net, we understand. You're with your family, and that comes first. So there's always another Saturday time for the Rag Tune Net. But thank you for checking in, Larry, and you hope. But you have a Thanksgiving, and oh yeah, that's right. We will definitely. I'm sure we'll hear from you this coming Saturday. I don't know where my mind is wandering tonight. Okay, thanks for checking in, Larry, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Now, Mike, KD9MED, what's going on with you? What are you going to be doing for Thanksgiving?
K9MED here. Well, I'm going to be out traveling around and meeting up with family and getting together with the kids. That'll be about it. We're going to probably bring...
That is definitely great. Hopefully everything turns out well. Be advised, there's a chance we might get some rain on that day. So just keep an eye on the weather. We'll see what happens. Okay, Mike, thanks for taking in. Let me know if we got any more internet check-ins. Okay, KD9MED, Carrie, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
This is KD9MED. Oh, it'll be just like any other day for me, Jimmy. It'll be me and the cats, and that's about it. I'm not going to be eating anything special or having any kind of gathering or anything like that. So, and that's the way I like it. It's fine that way. KD9MED.
I hear you, Terry. That's the way it's probably going. That's the way it's going to be with me there too. So. Okay, well, thanks for checking in. We'll see what happens here. Thanks for checking in. KD9SSV, Mike in the Loves Park. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Good evening, everybody. This is KB9SSV. Well, let's see. My daughter, her husband, 4 grandkids are going to be coming down from northern Wisconsin. That means that they'll be helping my wife on the traditional prepping on Wednesday. Since I retired, I guess I get I'm kind of suckered into it a little bit, if I can say. But that's what's on the agenda for Thanksgiving. And back to that.
Okay, sounds good. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family there, and that's great. So, okay, thanks for checking in, Mike. KD9QVE, Greg and Boyd, what's going on with you? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
KC9GCR, this is K9QVE. Well, I know we're having Thanksgiving, I believe, here. We talked about going down to Missouri to see my parents, but I think we're staying here, and our kids are coming here. We usually get one of the restaurants in Rockford to cook up our Thanksgiving deal. You know, we'll get turkey and ham and all the fixings and stuff. But I think this year we're going to probably cook it ourselves. So we're not going to do that. So, anyways, K9QVE back to KC9GCR.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family there, Greg. So, okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. Okay, KD9RFD. What's going on with you? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Oh, that's right. She checked in short time. Okay, we'll move on then. K9RFD, Jennifer, what are you and your family doing for Thanksgiving?
Anything.
I'm sorry, I doubled over you. Repeat your transmission, please.
Hi, this is Gina from Beloit, KD9RPP. We're going to be doing the same thing. I'm with Greg, so we're just going to use up whatever we have in the freezer here. That's what we're going to be eating for Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Your husband and wife. That's right. Okay, sounds good. Jennifer, you and Greg have a happy Thanksgiving. By the way, we will be doing, next Friday, we will be doing a special Thanksgiving edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. I always do this the night after Thanksgiving. I always get a good turnout there, too. We'll ask how everything went. So, thanks for checking in. Okay. KC9AGR, are you still with us? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Yes, I am. I'm going to go to my parents' house and be with my sister and family and my grandma and stuff like that, and have all the usual stuff, the turkey and mashed potatoes, the sweet potatoes, and cranberries, and all that good stuff, and the food will be good, and the family and all that. KC9AGR, back to you.
Jennifer, you and your family have a happy Thanksgiving. So that's, and you, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Okay, Joe, K9ZIP in Janesville, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
This is K9ZIP. It's usually just me and my wife. We don't get together with family or anything like that, and we have a simplified Thanksgiving dinner. Usually, instead of a whole turkey, because there's just two of us, we have turkey drumsticks, which I like better anyhow. And we just have a quiet day at home, maybe watch a movie or two, and that's about it. K9ZIP, back to net.
Joe, you have a happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for checking in. When you're welcome to check in the net next Friday night. You can let us know how your Thanksgiving went. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, Joe. Okay, K9RGG Norm, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Jim, it's just the wife and myself. So she said she wasn't going to cook a whole turkey because we'd be eating it until Christmas. So we got a chicken, and I'm going to do it on the Weber grill, and we'll have some very nice chicken sandwiches as leftovers. Back to you, Jim. KC9GCR, KC9RGG.
Okay, sounds good there, Norm. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and thanks for checking in. This is before I tell you my Thanksgiving plans. Are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on. Okay. This is K9 GCR and I control the Friday Night Fun Net. I usually go out to a restaurant and eat on Thanksgiving Day. In fact, last year, Brandon, K9LOA, and I went to Semino's Little Italy for that Thanksgiving buffet dinner. I really had a wonderful time there. This, let's see, they're going to be having it again this, I called them this week. They're going to be having a Thanksgiving buffet dinner from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. Unfortunately, I probably will not be able to get a ride there, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the members of my church if maybe they can put together a Thanksgiving dinner for me. I'll probably be in to spend Thanksgiving here at home anyway. So, well, here's what I think. I don't care for turkey or mashed potatoes or gravy or pumpkin pie, but I do like ham or roast beef, or maybe sweet potatoes and scalloped potatoes and either chocolate, cherry, or apple pie, or whatever, or a cake. So I'm gonna see if any of my church members can put together a Thanksgiving dinner for me. And I'm not a football fan. Let's see, I think NBC's Sports Chicago will carry a couple of White Sox games for this from this past season. I think. The Marquee Sportsnet out of Chicago will probably carry a couple of Cubs classics there, so I might be watching them. So that's what I'll be doing. I've got some old tapes there, records of baseball games from way back in the day. I'll listen to Harry Carey or Mike Shannon or Bob Uecker or some of the other guys. So that's my thing. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. I'll take this holiday over Christmas. Honesty compels me to say. The other two favorite holidays of mine are Easter and 4th of July. Okay. Any more stations? Let me reset. Are there any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? If you're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show, if you just turned your radio on, you've been copying the mail for the last 35 or 36 minutes. This is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region without traffic. Please call K9 GCI. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read some recipes. Now, like I said, contrary to popular belief, not everybody eats turkey on Thanksgiving Day. I do this every year. I got in front of me a fish, fowl, and wild game cookbook compiled by the Joe Davis County Republican Central Committee. Now, we're not talking politics. I'm just going to read some recipes here. So, we got, okay. Let's see. We got some recipes. They were fish, frog, turtle, and eel, pheasant and wild turkey, quail, prairie chicken and grouse, ducks and geese, dove, pigeon, coot and woodcock, deer, rabbit and squirrel, raccoon, possum, beaver, and woodchuck. We're going to be reading the recipes for ducks, geese, and deer or rabbit. So, okay. Next up, okay. Let's see now. One moment, please. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, tomorrow starts in Illinois, we got the split 3-day deer season. So this coming Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and the second half will get underway in the next month. In Wisconsin, tomorrow starts the 9-day deer season. So those of you who are hunting deer, good luck. Let's hope you get your fill. All right, now, first recipe I'm going to read. This is barbecue of venison ribs. 6 venison rib steaks, 1/2 cup of onion slices, 1 cup ketchup, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/3 cup Worcestershire sauce, 1/4 cup vinegar, dash of pepper, 1 thinly sliced lemon, 1 cup of water, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, dash of Tabasco sauce. Okay. Arrange steaks in Dutch oven, dust with pepper. Cover with sliced onion and arrange slices of lemon over onion. Bake uncovered at 400 degrees for 10 minutes until browning begins. Mix remaining ingredients in saucepan. Bring to boil. Pour sauce over venison. Reduce heat to 350 degrees. Cook for 1 hour or until tender. Spooning sauce over the meat 2 to 3 times during cooking. Add water if sauce becomes dry. Serve 6. That's your recipe. Your recipe for barbecue of venison ribs. Okay. Here's a recipe for sweet and sour venison. Venison steaks or roast. 6 tablespoons of olive oil. 1 1/2 teaspoons salt. 1 1/2 cup brown sugar. 2 teaspoons of mustard. 2 teaspoons of vinegar. Brown meat in oil. Place in Dutch oven or covered roaster. Combine remaining ingredients to make sauce. Layer steak with the sauce. If roasting meat, use sauce to cover roast and to baste frequently while cooking. Bake at 400 degrees for 20 minutes per pound. There's your recipe for sweet and sour venison. Okay, here's another recipe for venison casserole. 1 pound ground venison, 1 green pepper chopped, 1 onion chopped, 1 package noodles, salt and pepper to taste, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 can tomato soup, 1 can mushroom soup, 1 can cream-style corn, 1½ cup of grated cheese. Combine the venison, green pepper, and onion in skillet and cook until brown. Cook noodles and drain. Add the venison mixture. Add salt, pepper, chili powder, tomato soup, mushroom soup, corn, 1 cup cheese, and mix well. Pour into greased 2-quart casserole and sprinkle remaining cheese on top. Bake at 275 degrees until heated through. Serves 12. There's your recipe for venison casserole. Okay. Well, all right, we're all done with venison. Now we're going to have some rabbit. This next recipe is rabbit with herbs. 1 young rabbit cut in serving pieces. 4 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of fine chopped parsley, 1 tablespoon of fine chopped chives, 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 cup dry white wine, 1 cup water, 1 large garlic clove minced, 1 teaspoon dried thyme leaves, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, 1 or 3 ounce can of sliced mushrooms drained. In a large heavy skillet, heat 2 tablespoons of butter and saute rabbit until brown on all sides. While rabbit is cooking, mix parsley, chives, and remaining 2 tablespoons of butter thoroughly with a fork. Sprinkle rabbit pieces with flour. Cook 1 minute, stirring with wooden spoon. Add wine, water, butter, and herb mixture, garlic, thyme, salt, and pepper. Stir over high heat until mixture starts to boil. Cover and simmer 50 minutes over very low heat. Then add mushrooms. Simmer 10 minutes more. Serves 4. There's your recipe for rabbit with herb. All right. Here's a recipe for honeyed rabbit. 1 rabbit, 1 medium onion sliced, 1 clove garlic fine chopped, 1 tablespoon parsley chopped, 3 tablespoons cooking oil, 3 1/2 cup tomato juice and pulp, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/4 cup milk, 1/4 cup honey, 1 cup sifted flour, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, 1 teaspoon salt, 6 tablespoons of cooking oil. Saute onion, garlic, parsley, and oil until onion is golden brown. Strain the tomato pulp from juice and add pulp and 1/2 teaspoon salt to pan. Simmer 10 minutes. Mix in milk and honey. Dip rabbit in the mixture. Then roll in flour seasoned with salt and pepper. Brown in oil. Cover with sauce and tomato juice and simmer about 1 1/2 hours. Serves 3 to 4. That's your recipe for honeyed rabbit. Okay. Here's a recipe for sweet and sour rabbit. 1 rabbit cut in serving pieces. Flour, salt, pepper, 2 tablespoons of cooking fat, 1 cup pineapple juice, 1/4 cup vinegar, 1 cup pineapple chunks, 1 medium green pepper diced, 1 1/2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/4 cup sugar, 1/2 cup water. Dredge Veg rabbit in mixture of flour and salt and pepper. Brown in fat in heavy skillet over moderate heat. Add pineapple juice, vinegar, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. Cover and cook over low heat 40 minutes or until meat is tender. Add pineapple chunks and green pepper and cook a few minutes longer. Mix cornstarch with the sugar and stir in water. Add gradually to pineapple mixture. Cook 5 minutes. Serve 6. There's your recipe for sweet and sour rabbit. Okay, before we continue, we have 8 more stations who would like to check into the Friday night fun then. Please go now.
K9MED with
Report Jimmy about a mile west of you.
Okay, Bob. Let me put you down. There was another station trying to check in. K9RFD. Okay, Bob. I got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a minute. There was another station trying to check in. Other station, come back.
K9MED with internet check-in.
Okay, Mike. Go over your internet check.
Please check in James Alpha Echo 9 Foxtrot from Lancaster.
Okay. Well, run that call by me one more time, please.
Alpha Echo 9er Juliet Foxtrot, Jim from Lancaster.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard from him in a while. Okay. Jim, welcome to the Friday Night Fun. I know you checked in before since you moved to your new QTH. Thanks for the checking in there, Jim. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Okay, Mike. Thanks. Okay. N9CXK, Bob, mile west of me. I know we talked the other night about Thanksgiving, but for the benefit of our listening audience, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Not really, probably not much of anything, Jimmy. You know the reasons why. I gotta get into it, but we talked the other night about it. But I did have a good recipe if anybody's interested. Mashed sweet potatoes.
If you want to, go ahead and give it out.
Oh, there. Takes about 6 to 8 medium sweet potatoes. You can bake them in the oven. I usually put them in a crock pot with either some just water or apple juice. That kind of gives it a different flavor. And you take and mash them all up like you would regular mashed potatoes with some butter. And to me, really can't put too much butter in it. And some brown sugar, I usually, by being a diabetic, I usually cut it back to about a 1/2 cup. But Mom used to always put about 3/4 to a cup of brown sugar with them. And then mix it all together and put cinnamon. It's kind of really fairly easy to make. And my dad used to like her to make those with a little bit of maple syrup in them. And it didn't take a lot, just gave a little different flavor there and everything, along with the brown sugar. But fairly easy to make. Of course, now back when she used to make them, she made them on top of the stove instead of in a crock pot, but that's besides the point. But I use a crock pot.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, sometime this winter, that's what I should do. I should read some. I got some recipes for crock pots and some slow cookers. I should read some recipes with the cold days of winter coming on. That'd be a good idea for some Friday night or so. Hey, but thanks very much for that recipe. We sure appreciate that.
Not a problem there. It depends how much people take, but it's good for anywhere between 6 to 10 people. You know, it depends if you use 6 of them or do 8 of them, whatever. You know, or you could add more, and you could adjust that recipe to some of your favorite likings too, and everything. So, always was a nice treat. You know. Haven't had them in years. My mom quit making them probably
well, when she moved back from Kentucky in the middle 90s, so, well, she might have made them one time after that, but yeah, it's been a long time. I've been thinking about making them myself just for something here, you know, for me and the wife, so, but who knows. But yeah, it turns out pretty good. I hope you have a good net, Jimmy. I'm going to get out of here.
Bob, thanks you for checking checking in. Hey, what did you think about Paul Goldschmidt and Aaron Judge winning National and American League MVPs? What did you think about that?
Judge was kind of a no-brainer. Kind of really Goldsmith too there, you know. They was consistent over the whole season. You know, their downs was that they had was probably better than most people's ups during the season. So, yeah, it wasn't really a surprise, you know. But the way Judge started off, you know, he didn't finish that bad, but he had a little down part there. What was that? Going into first part of September, he was down a little bit, but he still produced. Good choices.
Okay, sounds good, Bob. Okay, I'll let you go. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Dead. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, and if we don't talk to you before Thanksgiving, you and your family have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for checking in.
Good Thanksgiving too, whatever you're not doing. Thank you.
Yes, please go on out. Okay, next recipe I'm going to read, now we're going to do ducks. This next recipe I'm going to read is this mallard with wild rice dressing. 2 mallards, 1 cup wild rice, 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of minced onion, 2 tablespoons of minced green pepper, 2 tablespoons of minced celery, 1 4-ounce can of chopped mushrooms drained, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, 1/4 pound butter melted, 2 cups of orange juice. Mallards should be soaked in salt water for 2 to 3 hours, then aged at least overnight in refrigerator, wrapped in a wet towel. The next day, cook wild rice in 1 quart of water with 1 teaspoon salt 40 minutes. Drain off absorb the water and dry rice by spreading on towel or shaking pan over low fire. To the rice, add the onion, pepper, celery, mushrooms, 1 teaspoon salt, the pepper, and the melted butter. Stuff the mallards with the dressing and roast at 350 degrees for 2 hours. Baste frequently with the orange juice mixed with equal parts of water. Remove any excessive grease that collects each time before basting with a bulb-type baster. Serves 4. There's your recipe for mallard with wild rice dressing. Alright, let's see. Okay, I'm trying to find another duck recipe here. Oh boy. Alright, here's one. Lemon roasted duck. 4 mallards, salt, pepper, 1 stick butter, juice and rind of 2 lemons. Wash the ducks both inside and out, dry completely. Salt and pepper. Melt butter in roasting pan. Brown ducks on all sides of top of stove. Pour lemon juice in cavities of ducks and put rind around sides. Cook covered at 300 degrees until tender. Remove meat from bowls and pour gravy in pan over meat. Serve 6. There's your recipe for lemon roasted duck. Okay. Now we're going to do sweet and sour duck. 5 pounds duck pieces, 2 tablespoons fat, 2 cups sauerkraut, 1 6-ounce can orange juice, concentrate, 1/4 cup water, 1/2 teaspoon caraway seed. Melt fat in a large heavy skillet and brown all pieces of duck. Scatter sauerkraut over duck. Combine orange juice, water, and caraway seed and pour over sauerkraut. Cover skillet and simmer gently until duck is tender, about 1 1/4 hours. Serves 4 to 6. Serve this duck with fluffy mashed potatoes and a green vegetable. That's your recipe for sweet and sour duck.
Second.
Go ahead.
9EPZ, and I have a recipe too.
Okay, sounds good, Al. Well, now I won't ask you what you're going to be doing for Thanksgiving because I know what you're going to be doing. You're going to be spending it at home.
Charlie, my cat, but I found a really nice recipe for squirrel.
Oh yeah, squirrel. I'll see if I can find. I think I got you got a recipe for a squirrel in here. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me look to see. I'll find. Let me find the recipe for that squirrel. I believe there's one in here. Oh yeah, rabbit and squirrel. Take page 117. All right, we'll find something here.
Okay. Otherwise, I have it sitting right on my screen on my tablet.
Oh, okay.
Asian hazelnuts.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Let me see. I'm trying to find something here. Find that recipe here for a squirrel. We'll find it here. Yeah. All right. Oh, okay. So, have you been in any contact with any of your doctors or caregivers or what have you?
She's supposed to come see me Monday morning, and then my kidney doctor is going to see me via the internet in the afternoon. I don't have to go to Rockford to see him. He's got my test results for my blood work and such, and he'll just discuss it with me on over the internet.
Well, good luck, Al. Let's hope everything works out well and you will not have to leave the safety of your premises.
I don't know what it is today. I've been really weak today, and I don't really know why, but hopefully I'll be better tomorrow. I've been sleeping a lot, too. I've been dozing off a lot. So, but I didn't sleep too well last night. I guess I've got some loose guy line below where it's anchored at my roof, and the wind keeps blowing it and banging it against the wall. And it's not that I can't get used to that, but my cat can't. So he kept on jumping in the windows and stuff. And then on top of that, like 5 o'clock this morning, the garbage truck came to do the pickup. Didn't even wait for anybody to get up.
Okay, well that's great, Al. Yeah. Well, hopefully maybe get someone to come and take a look at that wire. You don't want to have anything happen to it for sure.
It's just a slack rope. Somebody went and just bundled it up and tied it up and let it hang there. When it gets real windy, that
bundle of rope will bang against the side of the house.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. Okay, watching the weather. 6 a.m. Mostly cloudy, a single-digit chills, 20 degrees, cold and windy. At 9 a.m. 23. Few flurries at noon, 25 degrees. 3 p.m. 23 degrees to 2 flurries. Few flurries. I've got the 9 o'clock news just came on channel 39 there. So got the volume turned down watching that. So, okay, yeah. Well, let's hope everything goes well for you. So then, thanks for checking in.
Okay, Jim. Yeah, we'll be monitoring here if I don't fall asleep. KD9MED back to net.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in out. Okay, any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun there? Please call now. Okay, now I'm going to read a recipe for fried squirrel. 4 cut-up squirrels, 3 cups of milk, 4 tablespoons of salt, 1 cup flour, 1 teaspoon pepper, Crisco or cooking oil, 1/4 cube butter, 4 tablespoons orange juice, fresh or frozen. Soak cut-up squirrel overnight in refrigerator in milk and salt solution. Pat pieces dry. Roll in flour to which pepper has been added. Fry in Crisco until done and brown. Pour off dripping. Now add butter and orange juice. Cover and steam 15 minutes. Serve 6. That's your recipe for fried squirrel. Now, here's a recipe for baked squirrel. 4 cut-up squirrels. Use only hind legs and meaty back pieces. 1 chopped green sweet pepper. 1/4 cube butter. 4 tablespoons red cooking wine. 1 can cream of mushroom soup. 1/4 cup vinegar. 1 large chopped onion. 4 tablespoons of salt. 1 teaspoon of Adolph's 8-ounce tenderizer. 2 teaspoons of pepper. 1 cup flour. Crisco and cooking oil. Okay. Mixed vinegar and salt with water to cover squirrel. Soak 2 hours in solution. Remove pieces and shake on tenderizer and pepper. Roll in flour. Fry in Crisco until brown. Place pieces in baking dish. In another skillet, saute onion and pepper in butter. Add wine and soup. Mix well. Pour over squirrel. Bake at 300 degrees for 45 minutes. Here's your recipe for baked squirrel. Okay.
W9AXD checking Jimmy and a comment about squirrel.
W9AXD. Okay, let me put you down. W9AXD. Okay, go ahead, Chad.
So you were reading squirrel recipes here just now. So if anyone wants a squirrel and they want to come to my QTH, we got one that left his mark in my tower base when they poured the concrete. It was wet concrete. The squirrel ran across it once, and he was too stupid to realize he didn't want to do it again. So he came back and he ran through it a second time while the concrete was still wet for my base for my radio tower. So if anyone wants a squirrel to try any of those recipes, you're welcome to him at W9AXD.
This is K9G Charter Friday Night Fun there on the W9AXD Repeater Rockford transferring from Friday Night Fun to Chador and Freeport. Okay, Chad, sounds good. We'll see if we can send somebody over there. Maybe we can pick them up there. Oh, by the way, Chad, we're talking about Thanksgiving. I'm asking everybody what their plans are for Thanksgiving. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm still here. I had to find the microphone. I'm cleaning the bathroom. So, well, we were going to make Thanksgiving dinner here, but Erica's sister broke her ankle a few weeks ago, so we're all going to go to Monroe to her parents' house to have Thanksgiving over there. And her grandfather's coming down on the bus from Madison on Tuesday to Janesville. So we're all going to, her dad's going to come pick the three of us up here at our place on Thursday, go to Thanksgiving dinner, and come home on Friday. So that's what we're doing. And Erica says hi, K9VBX. Put her on for a check-in if you like. And then it's also her birthday today, too. She wanted me to let everyone know that. So back to net to be at I9HF.
Okay, K9V Victor Bravo X-ray. I got that checked in. Was that right, Carl?
It cut off a little bit. Kilo Delta 9 Victor Bravo X-ray. Erica, that's spelled Echo Romeo India Charlie Kilo Alpha. Roger.
Okay, we got. Okay, I wrote down the wrong call. Well, I can fix that in a jiffy. No problem whatsoever. Okay, she's checked in.
Okay, appreciate it. Like I say, it's her birthday today, so I won't tell you how old she is, but just let me know that. So back to net to be at I9HF.
Oh, sounds hey, Chad. Happy Thanksgiving to you and the missus there, and you have a good. We will talk to you next Friday night. Thanks for checking in.
You bet, Jimmy. It's always a pleasure. WI9HF, I'll be back to my chores here. Hi. WI9HF.
Okay, thanks for checking in. There's a story on the news on Channel 17 about Channel 39 about deer hunting. He said doctors warn hunters about tree stand safety. If you're gonna be up in a tree, make sure everything's going. Make sure it's solid. The last thing you want to have happen is somebody you want to fall down out of that stand and get hurt or even worse, lose your life. We don't need that close to the holidays. So, okay. Any more stations want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out. Okay. Oh boy. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can find one more recipe. This is from the book from Ducks Country, put out by Ducks Unlimited. Very interesting. I'm trying to find a. Good God. Yeah, mean flight. You want to read? Oh boy. Oh, you know what, folks? I'm going to tell you what. I think that's going to do it for the recipes for this time. I want to thank everybody. Remember, this net is being recorded for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. I forgot to mention that earlier. You want to hear those recipes again? Go to the Facebook page, follow the instructions, and you can listen to all these recipes I read. Okay, at this time, are any more stations who would like to check in? Please call now.
Check in.
Go ahead, Mike.
Looks like we got Kilo Charlie Niner India Hotel KC from LaSalle.
Kilo Charlie 9 India Hotel.
Yep, that's it. Kilo Charlie Niner India Hotel.
Okay, he's checked Kilo Charlie 9 India Hotel down in LaSalle, Illinois. You're welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net. You're checked in. Thank you for checking in. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Okay, Mike, thanks. Any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on. Okay, now I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Folks, I've decided we are not going to have a Friday Night Fun Net trivia segment tonight. I think we'll do it. I think the next trivia segment we'll do it in 2 weeks, the night before the VE testing session here in Freeport. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to read all my Thanksgiving radio nut jokes. So, okay, we got plenty of them. Here we go. This first one is from Brad, WW2D. You know you're on radio nut when, after you get done eating your Thanksgiving dinner, you turn down breaking the wishbone to make a local repeater contact. Here's another one from Brad. You know you're on radio nut when you convince the XYL to set up your Thanksgiving table in your ham shack. Here's another one from Brad. You know you're on radio nut when you char your Thanksgiving turkey by letting it cook too long on your foot warmer or linear amplifier. Here's one from Steve, W9AXD Repeater. He's haven't heard him in a coon's age. Anyway, you know you're on radio nut when you think a turkey is someone who causes interference on 2 meters. Here's another one from Steve. You know you're on radio nut when you're wondering if 1,500 watts will cook a bird. And here's my own radio nut joke. You know you're a radio nut when you say grace at the Thanksgiving table and you have your HT keyed and it goes out over the repeater. Here's one from Mike at AC9JZ. You know you're on radio nut when you get scared because your friends invited you to Thanksgiving dinner. They are serving turkey, but then they also want to serve a ham. Here's also another one from Brad, WW2D. This guy's gone through so many call signs, it's pathetic. But you know what I mean. Well, he and I started the Friday Night Fun Net back in 2008. But anyway, you know you're on radio nut when you go to your local ham equipment stores instead of your local shopping malls on Black Friday. Okay, we'll see if we can find some more. Here's some more Thanksgiving radio nut jokes. This one is from Kirk, KD9N, and Jen, KD9FMJ. You know you're on radio nut when you put a turkey into a dummy load and key up your microphone up to 1,000 watts to cook your turkey. Here's another one from Kurt. You know you're on radio nut when you get the wishbone out of the turkey and make a 440 inverted V antenna out of it. Find this. Okay, well I guess that's the end of the Thanksgiving radio nut jokes. I hope you enjoyed them. So let's see. That's about it. Any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. In about 45 minutes, if you can pick up the 443.750 repeater in Chicago, the past couple of nights didn't come in worth a hoot at all, but if you're able to pick up that repeater, you got the Night Watch net. That meets every night, 7 nights a week at 10 p.m. So that's a good net, and that's about it. Now, don't forget tomorrow night at 8 o'clock here on this repeater, we've got the Saturday evening rag tune net with Larry. K9KZT is your the net control. We go around 2 or 3 or 4 times and we talk about net control as a topic you want to bring up. If you want to talk about that topic, fine. If not, you can bring up your own topic. But we go around 2 or 3, 4 times, and we bring up different stuff. That's what it's all about, rag chewing. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow evening, at 8 o'clock, check out the Saturday evening rag chew net here on this repeater. The Saturday Night Fun Net is held every Saturday evening at 9 p.m. on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee. Well, technically, that repeater is in New Berlin, Wisconsin. That has a PL of 127.3 minus offset. Well, it got up to 27 degrees today. The record high was 71 degrees. I'll take the 71 any day. Okay. That Saturday Night Fun net, that's a lot more structured than this net. You got to check in certain ways. Some of the topics they talk about, I wouldn't even dream of even bringing them up on this net. The Greene County Aries Racing net meets every Sunday evening at 7:30 p.m. on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe with the PL 123.0 minus offset. Scott, K9YI, is a net control of that net. It's a combination of Aries Races and the rag chew net. Let's see. At 8 p.m. on the Sunday evenings on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere with the PL 100.0 plus offset. The Big Thunder Amp Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening. The Big Thunder Amp Radio Club holds its Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Sunday evenings on 147.375 repeater in Belvedere, PL 100.0 plus offset. The also at 8 p.m. the Whiteside County Aries group holds its net on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling, PL 114.8 minus offset. On Monday evenings at 7 p.m. here on this repeater, we got the Rah Info net. Larry, K9KZT, and I share the duties of net control. I ran the net this past Monday. He'll run the net this coming Monday. Then at 8 p.m. on Monday evenings on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon with the PL 82.5 minus offset, the Lee County Aries Races group holds this Monday evening net. And at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb with the PL 100.0 minus offset, the Kishwaukee Amp Radio Club holds its Monday evening net. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville, the PL 123.0 miles offset. The Rock County Aries Races Group holds its Tuesday evening net. Okay, in case anybody has not heard, oh boy, I can't even talk. What's going on here? We decided that the Tuesday and Thursday health and tech nets are being moved. They're now going to be held on this repeater rather than on the 147.195 repeater. It was the RARA board is going to meet this coming Tuesday, and they're going to talk about it. But the consensus is that they want to hold these nets on this repeater. So we'll just wait and see what happens. This past Tuesday night and last night, the nets were held on this repeater. So we'll just wait and see what happens with that. The Ogle County Amtrak net for Area Skywarn meets at 9 p.m. on Tuesday evenings on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon with a PL of 146.2 plus offset. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. here on this repeater, not on this repeater, here in Freeport on 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. We have the weekly Stevens County Aries net. Buffalo, New York, their reports are they're expecting they've got 5.5 feet of snow already in Buffalo, New York. Just watching the news on the weather on Channel 39. Oh boy, seems like those people just cannot get a break. They get that kind of stuff every winter. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, the Stevens County Aries net is held every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. here in this repeater with yours truly at K9GCR. At 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Beloit with PL 123.0 plus offset. Greater Beloit Amps Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net. I regret to say I can't hear that repeater. I can't even get into it, even with my location there. So. Then at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, we have our Wednesday evening swap net. Mel, K9RPN, and I share the duties in net control. I was net control this past Wednesday. I had a total of 9 check-ins. We'll make that 8 check-ins. 8 on-air check-ins and 2 honorary check-ins. Mel, K9RPN, the trustee of the 39 repeater, brings us Amps Radio Newsline, 15-minute independent news broadcast of both entire of the Amps Radio. So, then Thursday evenings at 7, okay, for those of you who were not with us last night, Ricky, WX9RLT, was not able to do the Northern Illinois Skywarn training that he had a class he wanted to attend to, some about a winter preparedness course, similar to what we would do during the springtime for a weather spotter net in the springtime for Skywarn. So I did the net. I tell you, I combined the Northern Illinois Skywarn training net with the health and tech net. So we had 2 round tables. I had a total of I think it was 9 check-ins overall. So Larry was able to do his code practice on this repeater. Once again, the RARA board is going to meet this coming Tuesday. They're going to discuss what they want to do. So stay tuned. We'll let you know what happens. So as far as the health and tech nets. Okay. Okay. Now okay. The senile net is held every day, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 1400 and 1500 hours Zulu, 8 a.m. or 9 to 9 a.m. local time on 14.287 megahertz with Chuck WD9MED as your net control station. Okay, you're all caught up today on your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. You remember when you ham radio club, by all means support your local clubs. Okay, any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun net, please call now.
I have a little bit of net traffic, Jimmy. I almost forgot about it, to be on 9HF.
N9 side UT.
W9I9HF, Chad, you had traffic, go ahead.
Thank you, Jimmy. I just wanted to mention Tuesday night after the Janesville met on 4.5, I started a impromptu, just to see how it went, simplex net again. And we got 6 check-ins, so it was a pretty good success. And with my tower, quite honestly, I can hear probably 90-95% of the people on this net on the input. So I have really good simplex coverage. So we're going to start that up again. It's going to start the week after Thanksgiving. I think that's December 1st, I believe. 7 p.m. on 146.400. It's no PL on the simplex. 146.400 starting Thursday, December 1st at 7 p.m. Everyone's welcome to check in there, so I'll copy, Jimmy.
You're starting the sound coming good to the repeater here. Well, thanks. That's good that you're starting up that simplex net again. That's for sure. If you can, I don't know if you can get into the 145, 110 repeater Monroe or not, but it's good if you want to mention that during their Sunday evening Aries net there on Monroe repeater. You might want to mention that. Maybe you might get some check-ins from the Monroe area.
Yeah, roger that. I can get Monroe, no problem. Actually, I can get anything from, I didn't try all of them in Illinois, but I think I can get into McHenry, all the Rockford stuff, Belvedere, even that 14739. I don't remember where that is. Most of the, well, not most of the Milwaukee stuff, a couple of Milwaukee and everything up to about Adams, Juneau County in central Wisconsin. I can get into all those repeaters. And I'm guessing, without doing any more range testing, I'm guessing I have a 35, 40 mile simplex range coverage. So, but yeah, it's a good idea, Jimmy. Thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, the 39 repeater is here in Freeport. 147390 PL 114.8 plus offset. In fact, I live a block and a half away from that repeater. That repeater is on the roof of, it's on top of a 9-story high-rise building. We have another repeater here in Stevenson County. It's a 147-300 N9WSQ repeater. That's George, N9WSQ. These are our president of Stevenson County Repeater Association. You shouldn't have any problem. PL 147-300. PL of 88.5 plus offset. The antenna from ground level to the top of the antenna is 210 feet in the air. The antenna is located on top of a tall silo on a farm just outside of Dakota.
Oh, wow, that sounds pretty good height there. So, yeah, I think I can get that one. I know I brought it up here last week, but I don't think I heard anybody. But, yeah, we'll definitely check into these things, these nets, if I can remember them. But yeah, like I say, everyone's welcome to check into the simplex net. I will be net control, and sometimes maybe Joe and K9ZIP. But I gotta get running, Jimmy. Thanks for the report and information and things. So back to net, W9AXD.
Thank you for checking into the Friday Night Fun Net, Chad. You have a happy Thanksgiving. Same goes for you and your family. And let's hope somebody gets that squirrel for you. 7-3, thank you for checking in. Have a good evening. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations you'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? You were coming home with your Friday night fish fries, steak fried, grocery shopping, or the show. If you just turn your radio on, you've been copying the mail for the last hour and a half. This is your chance checking the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region. We'll drop traffic. Please call K9GCR.
November 9, Zulu, Uniform Tango, no traffic.
N9ZUT, okay, Jeff, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you in a minute. There's another station trying to check in. Other station, come back, please.
KC9GO, good evening, Jimmy. No traffic, sir.
KC9GO, okay, Larry and Rockin', I got you checked in. Let me get back. I'll get back to you in a minute. I want to talk to Jeff here. Jeff, what's going on with you? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? That's what we're talking about tonight.
Well, other than just working, that's about it. For Thanksgiving, in-laws on Thursday, and then my family on Friday. And we're having the traditional, my mom's memorial Thanksgiving dinner, which usually involves pasta, salad, and pizza. So, I've been doing that for over 30 years now. So, other than that, that's it. Trying to stay warm, and life's still good. Catch you later. N9ZUT.
Sounds good, Jimmy. There is nothing wrong with having pasta or spaghetti or anything like the Italian stuff for Thanksgiving. That is terrific. Good luck. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. We'll talk to you down the hall. Thanks for checking in. AC9GO, Larry and Ronson, what's going on with you? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Good evening, Jimmy and the group, AC9GO. Well, we're gonna have Thanksgiving with one of the step kids, and looking forward to it. So don't know if we're having yet or anything, but anyhow, we'll have a good visit. AC9GO, back to net.
Sounds good. Thank you for checking in. So, you happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And by the way, we will have a special Thanksgiving edition of the Friday Night Fun Net next Friday night. Night after Thanksgiving, I always have a net. We usually probably get one of the best turnouts of the year there with that Thanksgiving. So, Larry, well, I'm sure we'll talk to you before then. We'll definitely talk to you on the Monday and Tuesday and the third and the net during the nets there, what have you there. So you have a good evening and enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the hall.
Flight business, Jimmy. Hey, you have a happy Thanksgiving if we don't catch you between now and there. 73 AC9GO.
Okay, the way things sound, we'll probably have a health and tech net on the next Thursday. Probably on this repeater. Now, I don't know if Ricky wants to have a Skywarn net or not next Thursday. I haven't talked to him as of yet. So, okay, thanks for all you do, Larry, and we'll talk. Oh yeah, maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night in the Rag 2 net. K9GCR, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on.
KC9GCR, K9F, hello.
K9FLO, hello Dean, I knew you'd check in. We got you down, you're checking number 27. We have a good turnout tonight. So, we're talking about Thanksgiving. What are you doing next, Thursday?
Good evening, Jimmy, and everybody else out there. We're going to have the immediate family over for, we do this every year. We've done it for many, many years, which is only 5 of us now. And that's about the excitement. We'll have, believe it or not, turkey and the other goodies that go along with it. And that's about it. Just a bunch of old people sitting around the table. Hi. Yeah, that's going to be our excitement. How about you, Jimmy? Got any plans? Anything? Is the ice cream place still open, or is that closed for the season?
They're closed for a season now, Dean. They won't open again till probably sometime in March.
Okay, Union Dairy. Couldn't think of it. The senior moment again. Go ahead.
Yeah, they usually open. I think it's probably the first part of March. They just open for just for weekends, and then when the weather gets warmer, they'll open it up more then.
Now, do they package any of their ice cream and sell it to the local stores, or not there, Jimmy?
They used to many years ago, but then you go. I'll tell you what. You go to the store. You buy that Cedar Crest ice cream. I was told that's the original Union Dairy ice cream recipe. So all those different kinds of ice creams they got. Cedar Crest bought the recipes there from Union Dairy, and they bought and that's what they use. You go to any of the stores there, like in Wisconsin, or like Beloit or Janesville, or Piggly Wiggly, Schnucks, or what Pick and Save, what have you. You buy them there. But no, they don't. They don't sell the ice cream. Their own ice cream in containers. They're sell them to stores anymore.
So they bought the recipe and then from, I'll tell you what, we've had that ice cream before, and we buy it at our local Schnucks store here up in North Suburban Roscoe, and it is good, really, really good ice cream, so that makes sense if they did. That's why it tastes so good. Although we don't have it that often, but when we do have the urge for ice cream, that's one of the ones that they have it in stock. So very good. Didn't know that. Something to let the wife know that the odds are that's what it is. So anyway, it is Friday. It's cold. I have 20 degrees here. It's substantially cooler tonight than it was a week ago at this time. Not real fond of the colder weather, but it kind of goes with the territory. And, you just got to throw on a little bit heavier coat when you go outside. But otherwise, no ice on the roads. We were out earlier this evening and went down to Rockford to our club to have the old fish fry, and the roads were great. So that's good. Otherwise, that's my big excitement for Friday night there, Jimmy.
Okay, sounds good there. I was going to go to the Semino's Little Italy. That's a little pizza place here in Freeport. They have a Thanksgiving buffet every year. Let's see, Brandon, K9LA, and I went there last year. But they're having it this year. But unfortunately, I probably won't be able to make it. I won't be able to get a ride there. Cause Brandon's got another thing going this coming Thursday. And I think I could ask my neighbor that lives down the hall to take me, but I think he's got something else going too. But so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my Oh, 45 degrees for next Thursday. That's what they said on the extended forecast. I'm going to talk to members of my church. I'm going to see if they can maybe make up a Thanksgiving dinner for me to bring it here. I'll eat it here at home. But I don't want no turkey or mashed potatoes or pumpkin pie. Just give me a ham or roast beef, or maybe I'll eat a smoked turkey, but no regular turkey. Maybe some sweet potatoes or scalloped potatoes, and either a cherry apple or a chocolate pie or cake, whatever. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I think when I go to church this Sunday, I think I'm going to ask around, see what they say.
Well, that sounds good to me. I'll tell you what, that is A-okay. Well, you know, you can go for the gold and tell me you really like to have prime rib this year and see what they say. They'll probably hang up on you, not talk to you or something like that, but it all sounds good. All right, Jimmy, very good. Like I said, not much happening this weekend, other than tolerating the cooler weather, much cooler weather. But kind of goes with the territory. And you know that on the flip side of it, we could be out in Buffalo right now, so this is okay here. I can live with the amount of snow we've had here, which is trace. So, and the temperatures, not bad at all. KC9GCR, K9FLO.
Oh yeah, they're expecting 5.5 feet out there. I was looking at the weather map. They said reports that they already got that much already. So that's really a bad situation. It seems like almost every year they have that.
Well, you know, maybe they should all move away from the lake and kind of come on the west side of the lake, and they would have that problem. But yeah, that's all right. That means that they have to move near Chicago, and that probably wouldn't be a good thing. You're better off where they're at. At least when you got that much snow, you're not into too much trouble in this day and age. That's kind of the new trend, is mischief and all that other good stuff. Let's see, there's something else I can mention. Can't think of what it was. But anyway, that's part of the being senile, too. Kind of goes along with checking into the senile and that every day. KC9GCR, K9FLO.
I was going to say, they moved to the west side like they'd be in Canada.
Yeah, well, okay. But I don't know if they get 4 or 5 feet of snow up there like they do over there. So, yeah, that's okay. Well, Jimmy, have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy whatever you can have. Get 2 servings at least. And that's about what we're going to do. It's going to be a very low-profile event. All the rest of the family all live other parts of the country, so we do what we can. And, of course, whatever it is, we'll probably overindulge because it is what it is. KC9GCR, K9FLO.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you missed the earlier part of that. I always read recipes from this is a wild fish, fowl, and wild game cookbook. They got recipes for different kinds of venison, duck, squirrel, rabbit, and goose, or what have you. So that was about it there. So, and by the way, Kurt, K9N has not yet checked in tonight. You must have something else going on. Dean, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. And by the way, we will be on the air next Friday. I always have a special Thanksgiving edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. I'll ask everybody out there Thanksgiving and when. We'll probably do a lot of different stuff then. So, Dean, 73, talk to you later. We'll talk to you next Friday night. K9GCR, be quiet.
All right, Jimmy, take care, 7-3s. We'll probably catch you next week in that case. Thanks for doing what you do, and enjoy your holiday, and we'll catch you after the event. KC9GCR, K9FLO, be clear.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in there, Dean. Any more stations would like to check the Friday night fun net? Please go on out. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna check in currently. KD9MED. No problem down this non-area checking. So that's about it. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let's see. N9ARB HC honorary check-in and N9TAB HC honorary check-in. That's Tony's better half. Then we mustn't forget the beautiful Kishwaukee River Yacht Club south of Rockford. AA9 Silver Fox HC honorary check-in and Justin K9FEO HC for honorary check-in. I'll put NGO. I think I'll put him down to honorary check-in also. So okay. Okay. KD9LOA Brandon HC honorary check-in and the KD9OVJ John HC honorary check-in. Okay, I guess the third count overall stands at 34 check-ins. So okay. Next, I almost forgot to mention about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FN-FN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. We've had no hotline check-ins tonight. So when I'm transmitting, if you hear the phone ring, that's a real telephone ring, folks. Not that phony baloney cell phone ring. And also, you've seen pictures of it on the Facebook page. It's a traditional red desktop touch-tone telephone. So, okay, I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. You missed the Friday Night Fun Net when it's not on? Well, it's simple. Go to the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page, follow instructions, and listen to past editions of the net. You can listen to last Friday's net. We were talking about Veterans Day, and you can listen to the net from 2 weeks ago. I was asking everybody what your favorite holiday was, and I'll tell you what. Let me reset. But the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Every night is Friday night. You can listen to Friday Night Fun Net all day, every day, or all night, every night. Let's say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep. I say, well, I'm just turning on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page and listen to Friday Night Fun Net. Now, this net will be posted tonight. As soon as we get done here, which will probably be in a few minutes. So you can, if you missed the net tonight, you can have no fear. You can listen to it later on after it's posted. Okay. I want to thank the members of Kurt KD9MED, the Rah-Rah President, and the Repeater Chairman. Members of the Rah-Rah Board of Trustees, Board of Directors, for allowing us to use this repeater for the Friday Night Fun Net. By the way, I've yet to receive the ham rag. It'll probably come in the mail maybe tomorrow. But Kurt did mail it out. I think it was on, or what have you. So, okay. I'm going to run down a list of stations of checked in so far during the net. N9WSQ, George, here in Stevenson County, our president of the Stevenson County Repeater Association. K9KCT, Larry, KCW, 89VU, AC9NW, N9TBP, KD9QPL, K9HKX, K9MED, KF9SD, Pat, it was checked in via the internet, KF9SD, KD9MED, I should say, Kerry and Rockford, KD9SSV, KD9QVE, KD9RPP, K9HER, K9ZIP, Joe, K9RGG, Norm, myself, K9G, Net Control, N9GO, Richard. One of the best guys in the whole world. He doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. I've gone down to non-hurry check it. N9ZXK, Bob, is very Freeport, mile west of me. 89JF, Jim, formerly of Rockford, now living in Pennsylvania. Internet checking. K9EPC, Alan, the Rochelle. W9AXD, Chad in Janesville. And his better half, KD9VBX. And KC9 IH, and N9, oh, wait a minute. I better hold it. IC Internet checking. Okay. N9GUT, Jeff, H9GO, Larry and Rockton, K9FLOD. Then KE9N, HC Honorary check-in. N9ARB, Tony, our EC here in Stevenson County, HC honorary checking. It's better to have Tracy, N9TAB, honorary checking. A9SF, Scott, at the beautiful Kitchewaki River Yacht Club, south of Rockford, HC honorary checking. K9FEO, Justin, HC honorary checking. KD9LOA, Brandon and Lena, HC honorary checking. Last but certainly not least, John, KD9OVJ. And McConnell, HC honorary check-in. Okay. You got a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24 on-air check-ins, regular check-ins, 3 internet check-ins. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 honorary check-ins. Counts overall stands at 34 check-ins. Not bad at all for the Friday before Thanksgiving. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday night fun net? Please go on out.
KC9DCR, KD9HWK. Good evening, Jimmy.
KD9HWK, Matt and Sycamore. What's going on with you, Matt? I'm asking everybody what their plans are for Thanksgiving. What are you going to do for Thursday?
We're actually going over to the daughter's house. She's going to do Thanksgiving dinner, so this will be the first one I haven't done in 30-some years. So that'll be cool.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. And once again, when it's your turn as net control, I thank you for checking me in as an honorary check-in. I'm not able to get in that repeater like I used to when it was at its original location. But I'm also glad you mentioned the Friday Night Fun Net, and you checked me in as an honorary check-in. Thank you very much for doing that.
No problem, Jimmy. It's my pleasure.
Okay, Matt. Hey. We're gonna have another Thanksgiving next Friday night. I usually do this night after Thanksgiving. I usually get a good turnout too, so maybe we'll catch you then. 7-3s, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and we'll talk to you hopefully next week.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Jimmy, and everybody out there on the net. And hopefully this cold weather will kind of break a little bit, and we'll get back into the 40s. KC9GCR, KD9HWK, 7-3. Have a good evening.
7-3 is Matt. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go on out.
WX9RLT.
Hey, WX9RLT. Hello, Ricky. What's going on with you?
Not too much going on here. Just kind of kicking back and doing my thing here. So good to hear everybody out there, and can't say thank you enough for covering for me last night. So thank you very much for that, Jimmy. Much appreciated. Yeah, it was online class through the National Weather Service through Chicago there for winter preparedness and basically winter weather spotting. So yeah, It was probably about a 2.5-hour class. Pretty informative, and definitely, like I said, can't say thank you enough. So good to hear everybody out there. I didn't catch the tonight's question, so I apologize for that. What's tonight's roundtable question there, Jimmy?
Tonight's question is, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Pretty good question. Yeah, I don't think we have any real official plans. Pretty much everybody's coming down sick around here, so I think the plans that we are kind of in the process of making is probably going to change. So let's hope not, but I kind of foresee that in our future. So yeah, long story short, don't know yet. So hopefully everything turns out, and everybody out there, it's hopefully everybody's able to spend time with their family and loved ones. To me, when I was young, man, the first thing I thought about Thanksgiving is food. Give me some good food. But, you kind of grow up as you get older, and you understand the importance of what Thanksgiving really means. And, cherish those times with your loved ones, because, it might be the last time. So, nowadays, Thanksgiving to me now is, spending quality time with the loved ones and just kind of kicking back and enjoying life and, just cherishing those moments. So I don't know if that's the right answer or not, but that's kind of how I look at things. So back to you, Jimmy, W9AXD.
I couldn't agree more. W9AXD.
100%, Rick, yes. Like I said, when you sit down, everybody sits down to your dinner Thursday, please remember what this holiday is all about. It's about giving thanks for all the freedoms we have in this wonderful country of ours. And that's about it there. Hey, I'll tell you what, I read different recipes for how you cook venison, duck, rabbit, squirrel, and what have you. So when Mike posts to this net in a few minutes here, you'll be able to listen to all the recipes there. And I'll more than likely probably end up staying home. I won't be able to go get a ride to one of the restaurants here in town there. So I'm going to see if I can get a hold of my church. I'm going to have some of the church members, if they ask them, they can make me put together a Thanksgiving dinner for me. And but the only thing is, I don't want no turkey, no mashed potatoes, no pumpkin pie. Ham or roast beef, let's see, sweet potatoes or scalloped potatoes, and chocolate, cherry, or apple pie for me.
Yeah, I don't know if I was doubling with somebody or if somebody was trying to jump in there, Jimmy.
Now let's see. Is anybody else trying to get in there? Come on back. We didn't mean to double over anybody.
Yeah, it might have been just a comment on my thing there. So, man, you got me craving pumpkin pie now. I know you said no, but man, you mentioned pumpkin pie. Now I'm kind of in the mood for that. I'll send it back to you, Jimmy W9AXD.
Okay. Hey, Ricky, I wanted to tell you. Last night, I combined the two nets. I combined the health and the tech net along with the Skywarn net. I read the article from the Storm Spotters and Amateur Radio Handbook about the fog. They had two round tables, the weather round table and the health and tech round table. We had to do the net, both the Tuesday health and Thursday health and tech nets on this repeater. The rah-rah board's going to meet Tuesday, and we're going to decide whether to have the Tuesday and Thursday health and tech nets on this repeater. So we'll see what happens. Now, also, as long as I got you on here, Ricky, I want to ask you: do you want to have a Skywarn net next Thursday, or do you want to just take Thursday off? What do you want to do?
To me, it really don't matter. I guess it really kind of depends on, the plans here. Long story short, if I do got plans, then I won't be able to, do the net. However, if things change and, you know, I might be able to do that. So I guess it's going to be one of those things, you know, where if I'm here and I can do it, I'm going to do it. And, you know, if things change, then, you know, no. So I guess let's count for no, but then, you know, just kind of pop in there at 7 o'clock, you know, on Thursday, just kind of see, because, you know, it might happen. I know it's not a solid answer. I wish I had a solid answer. Just kind of, I think it would be a good thing, because I know a lot of people, you know, get involved on the holidays there, and, you know, like to hear a good voice out there, whatnot. So I think it would be a good thing. And if I'm able to do it, yeah, definitely am going to, you know, I definitely plan on doing it.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll just play it by ear Thursday, and we'll see what happens. I think that sounds like we may still do a health and tech night on Thursday night. We'll just wait and see what happens. Hold on, Ricky. This is KC9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD Repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Central here in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown, lockdown. At this moment, Winnebago County Jail is going into lockdown. Kerry, K9MED was saying he listens to the Winnebago County jail frequencies on scanners, and exactly at this time at 10 o'clock, they say, dispatch comes on and says, lockdown. So all the jailbirds in the Winnebago County Jail are being put to bed by. Okay, well, Ricky, we'll play it by ear next Thursday, and we'll see what happens. Well, you know, I'll tell you, you know what Richard N9ZO always says: disasters do not stop for holidays or weekends.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. All right, Jimmy, I'm going to jump to the side here and kind of let others check in there and kind of listen in. I got to get a few things done here, so much appreciated for having me.
Okay, I'm going to have Mike post the net there, and you'll enjoy listening to those recipes I read there for the venison, rabbit, and what have you. So, and duck. Okay, thanks for checking in, Ricky, and thanks for all you do. We'll talk to you down the line.
Hey, KC9GCR, this is KD9VBX checking in for as a human being, not through my husband.
Okay, we've got you checked in. Good hearing you. What's going on with you?
Well, I wasn't able to check in myself because we're getting the house cleaned up. The folks are coming over, and we're going to celebrate my birthday with family tomorrow. Today is the actual day. And then for Thanksgiving, we're going out to Monroe. My grandpa's coming on Tuesday via Van Galder and staying with us for a couple of days, and then we're going to Monroe Thursday. So that's what's going on here lately.
That's great. That's terrific. Hopefully, you and your family have a wonderful time here. That'd be great. That's for sure. Hey, thanks for checking in.
Yep, no problem. I don't get a chance too often lately, but now with the tower up, it's a lot easier. I totally agree with the guy who said, cherish your family. My grandma's in assisted living. She's 98 and unable to travel anymore, and my grandpa at 96 should not be behind the wheel, but what can you do? So that's why I'm glad he's taking the bus down. So, yep, it's probably one of the last holidays we'll have, you know, so I'm blessed. KD9VBX.
Yeah, I'm afraid so, too. That's the way it is here. So, yeah, well, let's hope your grandmother lives 2 more years. I wish she lived to be 100. But, yeah, I hear you. You just never know. Like my family, we have not had a Christmas since 2019. I don't know what we're going to do this year, so if we're going to have one or not, but that's the way it goes. Hey, thanks for checking in the Friday Night Fun Day. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your weekend, and happy Thanksgiving. Okay, any more stations you want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, at this time, I'm going to read the amateur's code. The amateur, number one, the amateur is considerate. He never knowingly uses the air in such a way as to lessen the pleasure of others. 2, the amateur is loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and support to his fellow radio amateurs, his local club, and the American Radio Relay League through which amateur radio is represented. 3, the amateur is progressive. He keeps his station abreast of science. It is well-built and efficient. His operating practice is above reproach. 4, the amateur is friendly, slow and patient sending when requested, friendly advice and counsel to the beginner, kindly assistance, cooperation, and consideration for the interests of others. These are marks of the amateur spirit. 5, the amateur is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows it to interfere with any of his duties he owes to his home, his job, his school, or his community. And 6, the amateur is patriotic. His knowledge and his station are always ready for the service of his country and his community. That's the amateur's code. As Tony, K9RFD REC here in Stevenson County says, some to live by not only on the radio, but throughout life itself.
Yeah, because
Okay, are there any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? With ground traffic, please call K9GCR.
KC9GCR. Here is KC9YI, Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee India.
KC9YI, good evening, Scott. I was just thinking about you there. What's going on with you? We're talking about Thanksgiving. What are you going to be doing for Thanksgiving?
Real good. Yeah, coming up again. Yeah, we just had a meal and people over here tonight at the house, and they just left, and so I thought I'd pop in and say howdy. And I think we're going to be with them on Thursday. So we're going to have a meal at our parents' home, at their parents' house, and then get together with them for Thanksgiving there. Over.
Okay, well that sounds good. I think I'll probably end up staying home. I'm not going to be able to get a ride to one of the restaurants here in town to have a dinner, so I'm going to have contact some of the members of my church to see if they can put together some kind of a meal for me. So it looks like I'll be spending Thanksgiving here at home, but I don't mind at all. I've done it before.
Oh, real good. Yeah, I don't know whether any of the some of those places have go-out dinners or not. I remember getting some for my folks years ago. I don't know. I can't remember if it was a grocery store or what. But anyway, hopefully you'll be able to get some turkey there and have a nice Thanksgiving meal there. Anyway, over.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I'm not crazy about turkeys. I'd rather have ham or roast beef there, and maybe some sweet potatoes, or maybe scalloped potatoes, or maybe apple, cherry, or chocolate pie. But no, I'm not crazy about turkey unless it be like a smoked turkey. I can eat that. I like that.
Yeah, well, that way you can get whatever you like. If you want, maybe you can even get pizza. How about that?
Well, we used to have a Gold Corral restaurant here in Freeport. For several years, I used to go there on Thanksgiving Day. In fact, I did have a couple pieces of pizza for Thanksgiving in there. And one year, I even had a steak.
You know, we had one of those restaurants here in Monroe for a while, and back, boy, I tell you, that goes way back when Becky and I were first going out, and we used to go there on occasion. And they had that potato bar, and they had some pretty good food, I thought. I kind of liked that place.
I did too. That was one of my mother's favorite places, along with the Kentucky Fried Chicken and the Spring Grove restaurant we used to have here. Yeah, that was a place. I missed that place. Around the corner from where I lived, we had a family video store. That went belly up, so that building is vacant. I always tell people it's too bad we couldn't have a Golden Corral restaurant right over there, right around the corner. That would be the nuts for me. Yeah. I think here in Monroe it became some kind of like China buffet, and then of course after COVID, I think it's empty now. I don't think there's anything in there anymore. I don't think anyway. I think they've been trying to sell it for some time. Over. Oh yeah, I hear you. Brandon, K9RFD, and I went to Semino's Little Italy, the Italian restaurant last year for Thanksgiving. We had a buffet there. This year they're having again from 11 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. But I probably will not be able to get a ride there, so I'm going to try to see if I can get somebody, the church members that can put together a dinner for me. We'll just see what happens. But you know, I'll tell you, I enjoy Thanksgiving. That's one of my favorite holidays, along with the Easter and 4th of July. Christmas, not so much. Yeah, one time Thanksgiving was my favorite holiday. I always loved to eat, and boy, I loved that turkey and gravy and stuffing and all that sort of stuff. But now I really shouldn't eat that much anymore. And I think they're going to have a big buffet at Turner Hall. I forget, it's pretty expensive. It's like $28 a plate or something, but I think it's an all-you-can-eat sort of thing. So it's probably going to be good, but kind of pricey. I can believe that, but I tell you what, it's worth spending all that dough if you got good food there. So that's for sure. I've always liked those buffet dinners on Thanksgiving. Yeah. Well, I think they're kind of coming back again. So anyway, I'll let you go there, Jim. And thanks for letting me in here tonight. And it's getting kind of late. I didn't know whether I'd find you out here or not. But anyway, thanks for checking me in. We'll talk to you later. KC0. No, it's the wrong net here. KC9GCR. This is KC9YI. We'll get you in another call district. Over. Don't worry, I do the same thing too, Scott. When I'm on a couple of times when I run the Wednesday evening swap net, I say this is the Friday night fun that I have to stop and think, oh, this is Wednesday night, this is the swap net. So I do it too. Hey, you have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. If we usually run past 10 o'clock anyway, and if you wouldn't have checked in, I would have put you down as an honorary check-in anyway. We'll talk to you Sunday night in the Green County Net. 7-3, K9GCR. Good night. This is K9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net, the W9AXD Repeater and Rock for transferring for Friday Night Fun Net, etc. in Freeport. Do we have any more stations who want to check in at this time? Please call now.
Go foot. But you know what? I sure am glad.
anybody have any additional questions, comments, or input or traffic they'd like to bring before the net? Okay, I think everybody's checked in who's going to check in. So I want to thank everybody for checking in. Be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, and next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure to tell especially when you buy your big bird this coming week, be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your convenience store. Be sure to tell your waiters, your waitresses, your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at your post office when you buy your stamps or envelopes. Be sure you tell your new car dealer, your used car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell the members of local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. The more check-ins, the better the net. Make sure you have a valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you take a knee or clutch your fist when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-in. Of course, if you don't back the blue, we don't take your check-in. That's all there is to it. Okay, it was a great net tonight. Next Friday night, we're going to do this all over again. But we're going to have a special Thanksgiving edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. This is one of the biggest turnouts we have throughout the year. Then the Friday after Thanksgiving, we'll ask everybody out their Thanksgiving Day wet, and what have you. So, okay, and yes, please, folks, when you sit down to your Thanksgiving dinner, remember what this holiday is all about and why we celebrate. We celebrate we be thankful for the freedoms we have in this wonderful country of ours. And by the way, let me reset. When you sit down to your Thanksgiving dinner, please do not talk about the elections or politics. Don't say boo. Don't mention who you vote for. Don't mention about politics. Just let sleeping dogs lie. Don't even talk about that. Just that's a taboo subject as far as I'm concerned. Okay. With that, this is the last call for any stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Day from anywhere in the region. Without traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, there's some reports in Buffalo, New York. They already have 5.5 feet of snow already. Bad situation there. Okay, tune in again next week, same time, same repeater, for another edition of Friday Night Fun Net. As I said, it's going to be our special Thanksgiving edition next Friday night. So until then, this is Jim K9GCR. Wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Remember what this holiday is all about. And I am now closing down this Friday, November 18, 2022 edition of the Friday Night Fun Net and return the repeater in the frequency normal amateur radio use. Exactly 10:20 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 4 hours, 20 minutes Zulu time with a total of 37 check-ins overall. 7-3s, everybody. This is K9GCR wishing you all a very pleasant good night. KD9MED, KD9MED, K9GC. Go ahead and post it, Mike. We had 2-hour, 20-minute net, and an unofficial count of 37 check-ins.
All right, Jimmy.
Sounds good. 7-3, Mike, thanks for all you do. Thanks for those internet check-ins. We had 3 of them tonight. That's great. K9G Sharp Clear. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you next Friday night. Good night.
All right, 70.
Yeah, don't snore too hard, Jimmy. And that NQD.
Hey, Art, let me check you in. N9NQD, you are check-in number 38. What's going on with you? What are you going to be doing for Thanksgiving?
Oh, I'll probably just be taking it easy, staying at home. Yeah, just doing that. Right now it's too cold out, like 20 degrees out there. Wind chill of like 9. Heard you say 5.5 feet of snow in Buffalo. I'm sure glad I don't live in Buffalo. Heard you at 10 o'clock. Where are your kids? Yeah, hopefully going down the hill on a sled. Hopefully gonna hit a tree. I was gonna interject, but I couldn't get to the mic fast enough. I guess I'm getting slower.
There's always another Friday night there, Art.
There's always another night.
Yeah, it kind of looks like I'll be staying home this Thanksgiving. I'm going to be asking the members of my church if I can get if they can fix me up a dinner. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Sure. Yeah, they got a few churches over here. I got a friend that goes to a local church here for Thanksgiving dinner. But I've usually made my own, or go over to somebody else's house and partake. Yeah. But yeah, pretty cold right now. Kind of looking forward to the 40s coming back on Monday. That's what I'm looking forward to. This is just a little bit too cold for me as of late.
Okay, son, that sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, Thanksgiving Day, I was just looking at the extended forecast for 7-day extended forecast. Say next Thursday, the temperature is supposed to be 45 degrees. So any snow that falls, we've got now will definitely be gone.
Well, don't count your chickens before they hatch, because usually it's got to warm up in order to snow, as the old saying goes. But geez, with all this coming down from northern Minnesota, going across and then sweeping down across around Detroit area to Buffalo, wow, 5.5 feet. That's an awful lot of snow. They showed an end loader doing snow removal there in Buffalo. I was like, wow.
Oh yeah, you bet. That's for sure. It's really going to be a mess there. Okay, Art. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully we'll catch you next Friday night. We're going to do a special Thanksgiving edition of the net next Friday night. So have a good night. Thanks for checking in. K9G Share will be clear.
Let you get some sleep there, Jim. N9NQD clear.
KD9MED. KD9MED. Mike, are you still there?
KD9MED.
Okay, I hope you caught that with Art. You can go ahead and post it now. Okay. 2 hours and 25 minutes. There are 38 check-ins. 38 check-ins. Go ahead and post.
All right, Jimmy, I'll get it.
Hope you enjoyed those recipes I read. Okay, Mike, 7-3. Talk to you next Friday. K9G Star. Good night.